one of the things that Jerry and I want to do is we want to thank WTVM. I mean, they've been great,
Yeah.
you know, in providing the exposure. And Zanetta Lowe's done a very good job on this. She's been very attentive, and I think you would agree that, you know, getting coverage of this is very important.
When I was sitting there watching TV when it came across and she done her first program, it made me pay attention. Someone finally has the tenacity to go against the establishment, I would so say, and take up a small person. Because most of these doctors, you know, they don't know what's going on. They don't know if they're getting the money, what they have so many files.
Right.
And it just floored me, and I sent off an email to you offering to help you on this.
Yes.
Give you information I know from firsthand about Janice.
Right. And, you know, as we're working together, Jerry, I think you know that I've tried to be very cautious about this. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a little...
you are very cautious.
Yeah, I try to be very cautious because I don't want to say things that are not there.
Right.
And my perspective is, you know, if people want to, we can't give out misinformation.
Yeah, I know that.
And the thing about it is, Jerry, I think you and I agree, the truth is, there's plenty of truth to tell.
Yeah, that they are a lot of truth, yeah.
There's just no shortage of stories to tell, and they're still coming in.
Yeah.
You know, you took some calls today.
Yeah, I did.
And it was just, the response has just been huge.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be even huger because, you know, I know what Janice is doing. I've known Janice for quite a few years.
Right.
She actually worked for me for a couple of weeks when she was Janice Bass, and I had
Right.
to fire her. And then my wife running Credit Adjustment Bureau hired her and brought her up out of the gutter, I would have to say. And Janice worked with Sarah probably, I guess 2.5 years.
Right.
And then she decided when Sarah got bad health that she wanted to open her own business, and she started stealing from Sarah, stealing files, stealing businesses, just actually taking the company over because at the time Sarah was dying.
Well, you know, the thing about it, I'm glad you bring up the Credit Adjustment Bureau days because that's really how I came into it as well. You know, I met Janice through the Credit Adjustment Bureau, and it was based on a referral. And I found Janice, to be quite honestly, very, very smart, very intelligent, very much a go-getter.
She is, yeah.
And I respect that. I respect that in a businesswoman. And so I was more than happy to give my business to Credit Adjustment Bureau. Yeah, and so my perspective of the whole Credit Adjustment Bureau days, I was just a customer. I knew very few people, and Janice was always the face of Credit Adjustment Bureau, and that's been my experience. That's how I met. So it's been very helpful to me that you've given more of a background story of what happened and who was working there and things like that. It has made my job incredibly easier.
Well, I'm glad I can help you. I really am.
And you know, so many people are giving me credit, but you know, I want to set the record straight with this video that really, I'm just the guy that just typed information. Just people have been stepping up. People have been stepping up, and you know, it's just been overwhelming. And I knew there was something going on, and I know you did too, Jerry, but you did try to get this information out. But I guess that's why we have joined forces to do this.
Yeah, because I couldn't do it on my own because a year and a half ago, I notified all the local TV stations, the Better Business Bureau, the newspaper, the Attorney General's office. But I guess the fact that I was in nobody without the knowledge of how to put this forth the way you have done this. That's all I can say.
Well,
you know.
Well, Jerry, you know, I think you're selling yourself short because really at that time there wasn't enough complaints.
Yeah.
You know, and really what has happened is since the days when you started it, there's really been 2 years worth and well over 300 some people that's been affected.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have this little confidential list that was handed to us anonymously.
Right.
So there's well over, you saw the list as well.
Yes, I did.
And there's a lot of people here in Columbus that we know of that we're not going to share those names on this video to protect their privacy. So, in addition to the employees and not including the debtors. So we're getting at it from all angles.
Right. Well, no longer than Janice had been in business, you know, Sarah was in business going on probably 4 or 5 years, and she never had a complaint on her collection activities and started getting sick.
Right.
And then she got where she sat back and she couldn't take care of the business the way a person should do.
Right.
And of course, me doing my own thing, I didn't offer her much help at the time either. And And the next thing you know, here's Janice up, actually working with Sarah, building her own business, and her daughter Elizabeth also was working with Sarah, drawing a paycheck, stealing out of the computers. And she actually got caught because she applied for her unemployment, and they notified Sarah, and why she was let go. And lo and behold, she was still on her payroll. And, you know, it just things of that nature. And of course, the bookkeeper was there doing it too, and they really kind of like reamed her on out, you know, because they took advantage of her good nature.
Right. And, you know, the thing about this is, you know, I just want to let our audience know that you're making some strong statements, but you're a man and you really stand by these words.
I do it, man. You know, what I say is all proven fact. You know, firsthand, I was there. I witnessed it all.
And just to add to Jerry's statement, I want to let other people know that the ex-employees I've talked to have substantiated many of Jerry's claims. So this is a very consistent story. Do we have absolute proof? We don't. But I'm just telling you as the viewer, there's just a lot of people singing the same song as I say.
You'll have a lot more coming out of the woodworks as the days come on, you know, because it's going to get even worse. Because, you know, I don't know what to say now.
Right. But you know, Jerry, you and I have never done anything like this before. I mean, here we are making a video over this, you know, we're broadcasting this over the internet. I mean, it's a crazy thing, so we definitely believe in the mission.
Oh yeah, the mission is good. I'm telling you, if somebody don't speak up, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars are missing now out of these clients that had used Cobra. And there's going to be much more because it's at the mode now where Janice now is putting money, is getting the money together now. She has to have money.
Right.
She's got to have it.
Right.
And I just feel sorry for the people, you know. I'm for the underdog anyway, you know. I run a legitimate straight business, you know, and I expect everybody else should too because, you know, one bad apple will mess up the whole bunch, so to speak, and Janice is killing it.
Yeah.